names that popped up was that of Byshere Gray, who was allegedly ruined by Diddy and Will Smith. According to the streets, Bryshere was taken advantage of by Diddy and Will Smith, and he's reportedly gearing up to file an explosive $50 million lawsuit against them. Reports also claim that the mistreatment he faced in the industry caused his mental breakdown and eventually forced him to leave Hollywood for good. The crazy part about this is, before Katt came out to spill the tea, Jaguar Wright spoke about this over a year ago, when she said Bryshere was one of the many young men who ran out of Will's house screaming for help.
Not powerful. Satan can't create anything. That includes blessings for his people. That's why, you know what the #1 job of somebody that sold their soul in Hollywood is?
What?
Is to act like it didn't happen. They all do the same job.
Now, we all know that the allegations about Diddy forcing young men in the industry into some very bizarre and ritualistic freak-off parties ain't nothing new. From him allegedly essaying Usher and Justin Bieber, to him sending YK Osiris on trips to Jamaica and hooking up with him, the allegations just get worse by the day. However, Katt Williams just set the internet on fire during an explosive interview with Shannon Sharpe, where he exposed most of the industry men, including Kevin Hart, Cedric the Entertainer, Steve Harvey, and Ludacris. During the interview, Katt recalled the time where Harvey Weinstein tried to force him to indulge in a freak-off session in exchange for a movie role. Katt was not rocking with the BS, so he declined. He later found out that a bunch of other black men had been casted for the same movie, and that's when he realized that they forced all these black men into these freak-offs for job opportunities.
They canceled me for talking about Harvey Weinstein before the thing came out, but he offered to suck my in front of all my people at my agency. What am I supposed to do? He did all of that. I'm thinking I'm the only black person on the script. I get there, it's 3 other black guys on there. Woo! Huh.
So you wonder what they did to get there?
I told him no. What y'all do? And this is why when I walk in a room, heads go down.
As soon as Katt revealed this, people started speculating about if this is why Bryshere disappeared from the industry shortly after he started hanging out with Will Smith and Diddy. People claim that just like Katt, Bryshere was also allegedly forced into the freak-offs in exchange for roles, but at some point, he tried to expose the whole truth, and that's when he got blackballed. Now, as most of y'all already know by now, Bryshere was first discovered by a talent manager named Charlie Mack, who later became his manager. Charlie pulled a couple strings and got Bryshere a chance to audition for the role of Hakeem Lyon in Empire. He ate that audition down and was later cast to be in the show. As we all know, the show went on to be a huge hit, and Bryshere's career blew up. So Charlie later introduced Bryshere to Will Smith to mentor him into becoming a big Hollywood star. Now, this is where things get a little interesting, because you would think that after this, Bryshere was gonna become the next big thing in Hollywood, but the start of his mentorship with Will Smith was actually gonna be his end. Right after Bryshere was given to Will also introduced Bryshere to Diddy, because Bryshere wanted to be a rapper. At the time, many people didn't realize how disturbing this link up was, because we didn't know about half the things that Diddy and Will were actually doing today. In fact, there have been rumors going around for a while now that Diddy and Will are both on the DL, and they've been getting freaky with each other and dragging other young men into it in the name of mentorship. Now, this was first revealed by David Arquette, who revealed in a Facebook rant that Will was actually gay and that his first marriage to Cherie Zampino ended because she caught him in bed with another man. When Jada comes out as gay and her beard husband admits his first marriage ended when she walked in on him servicing his sugar daddy, Benny Medina, then I will listen to them. The crazy thing is, Jaguar Wright also said the same thing not too long ago when she revealed that Will lures these young men into these freak-offs by lying to them and saying he's gonna mentor them.
He's with my man Charlie Mack, so Charlie was with me every step of the way. First out the limo, so Charlie has been with me, 30 years coming up in the business. So, he's surrounded by a whole lot of strength. He's surrounded by a whole lot of love. And all he has to do is add discipline, and he's going to be all right.
It's like Uncle Will, Who is best to give you advice? And it's Will Smith, and I'm getting so much good advice.
Recalled the time where Bryshere and Meek Mill reportedly ran out of Will's home screaming for help.
They do weird things in their house, and young men have left their house screaming to get away from them in their mentorship. Meek Mills, Byshere Gray, left that house screaming. August the only one that stayed, and I guess he was really sick. He needed the help.
Jaguar